Hello everyone, welcome to the channel DankCool. If you're new to the channel, you've got actually a previous video towards this water block and why it actually was an issue for our Xtreme edition right up here. And if you're not and you're a subscriber or even a previous viewer that watched that video that I've shown you, so you know why we actually had to wait so long just to get this water block arrive to be in our hands, my hands together. So yeah, this is the package. It just arrived and I'm gonna show you. I am super hyped right now just to unbox it and install it in my new PC, and I would like to show you the performance benchmark that we have just for this particular GPU with the custom water block installed, and this is it. So we got ourselves the water block. I unboxed it and guess what? Look at that! XT! We got the right one. So I'm gonna install this to the Xtreme edition 1080 and we're gonna see whether if it's still compatible or if it's still a bust. Let's go. Alright. Just like the previous one, it has this padded package that comes with it, which is quite nice. Blinded by this light from nowhere, this blue planet with life and an atmosphere. I look closer and I can't believe what I'm seeing down there is me. Above must also be. This could go on for infinity. So, is this water block is worth it? Hell yeah. Should you get it? Why not? You know, for the most out of your hardware. So here we are in the real world GPU usage. And as you can see, we're seeing a 45 degrees Celsius at full load after 15 minutes stressing the GPU. And you're seeing a very consistent GPU frequency as well as GPU usage at 99%. This is due to the fact that we actually have a custom BIOS installed, hence why the voltage usage is actually fixed and it doesn't even throttle at all. And you're seeing a 2.1 gigahertz core clock overclock stable at this point of time with the GPU usage installed. This is actually the temperature that any of the GPU owners would like to see. Very low but decent temperature, which is less than 50 or even 60 degrees Celsius, and a consistent fixed core frequency without any throttle, as well as a good frame per second, followed by a fantastic input frame time. And yeah, what I forgot to tell you guys is that we're actually sitting at 2K 1440p at maxed out settings with TXAA, anti-aliasing, and everything on ultra, which looks fabulous. Does your GPU throttle, bro? Hell no, it doesn't. In a matter of fact, it stays on a fixed frequency at a fixed voltage. And yeah, this GPU water block is a fantastic way for you to get that fixed frequency at a decent temperature for any of you guys that want to get every single penny of your performance. Here we are with another benchmark of Batman Arkham Origins. So if we go to the settings, we're actually sitting at 2K 1440p with VSync turned off. Everything is truly maxed out, but except dynamic shadows, because it takes a crap ton of performance, hence why we're gonna sit this one out. And yeah, everything is maxed out, as you can see from this video itself. Okay, let's get back to the game. Alright, it's kind of unfortunate if you actually look at the GPU usage, it actually drops down. This due to the port that Rocksteady is using. So it's not actually the GPU's fault, and it drops down to 70, even 60%, which is insanely very inconsistent, and I don't think that you're gonna want to see this type of performance in your real life scenarios. That's why we are going to increase up the performance after we take down this one guy. But if you look at the frame times at this point of time, it looks fabulous. It's just fine. You don't need anything more than that. I'm gonna crank it up using the shadow, which is going to be crazy. And yeah, we're gonna take this guy out. And yeah, just look at the temperature, man. We're still sitting at 46-ish degrees Celsius, which is phenomenal. And yeah, it doesn't even touch that 60 or even 50 degrees Celsius with a decent voltage usage as well as fixed frequency. And even the memory itself, we're sitting at if you actually convert that, you have to times it by 2, the current frequency, which is going to be 18 gigahertz. Yeah, 18 gigahertz. Okay, what you're seeing now is a temperature that is slowly creeping up to 48 degrees Celsius from 45 1 year. That's because we have been running this game for more than 30 minutes. It's starting to creep up slowly because of this thermal temperature or even load that we're seeing right now. Okay, what you're seeing now is a different game, which is the Rise of Tomb Raider, and I'm gonna show you the current settings that we're sitting at. which is actually 2K. Yep, we're gonna go to options. So we're sitting at 2K at this point of time, and we're with VSync turned off. And yeah, I turn on SMA ×2 on this game, as well as the current ambience, which is on HBAO, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, if you look at the temperature, we have creep up to 50 degrees Celsius, and mind you, this is going to be the stage where it won't come up as high as air cooling would do, because air cooling would go up to 80 degrees Celsius, literally with 100% fan full load, and it's gonna sound like your backyard jet engine, and it's gonna sound so unpleasant you don't even want to hear any of it. Hence why you tend to cover your ears with a headphone. But in my case, I don't need to do it anymore. My computer is completely silent, and it's phenomenal just to have this type of performance. And yes, with the GPU water block turned on, the water temperature on my current custom loop is going to creep up just by 1 or even 2 degrees. Wouldn't be that much, but it's still efficient to have this type of performance. Okay, here we are with another benchmark, which is GTA 5, and I would like to sincerely apologize for the angle that I captured this benchmark is on. And it's quite unpleasant to look at it, because yeah, I did not know that I actually can crop it. But let's get that out of the way, and let's talk about the numbers that we currently have in hand. If you look at the current GPU temperature, we're actually sitting less than 50 degrees, mind you, because this is the very first performance or even benchmark that I captured it on. And it does creep up to 50 degrees Celsius, and it shouldn't go up to 60, I am sure. It goes up to just 52, 53, and it's going to slowly go back down because of this GPU boost and how it works. And I personally believe that it is a fantastic or even phenomenal to have this type of performance with fixed frequency at 2.1 gigahertz and even fixed voltage. And you're seeing a very fantastic GPU usage, which is cranking it up to just 99% fixed with a phenomenal frame rates, which is still quite good, just considering the fact that this game is quite demanding just for a type of game that utilizes a crap ton of juice out of your Nvidia GPU. And yeah, the reason why you're seeing a very low CPU, it's because of the new system that I just built. I'm gonna make a video on that. I really do not want to spoil it yet, but I'm pretty sure you know what type of setup I'm actually using. And yeah, it's actually a fantastic way for you to see this type of performance. Just try these companies that make water blocks. I mean, Bykski, I had some doubts when I heard about them because of how they're not really as well known as EK water block or even AlphaCool water cooling system. But after I installed this GPU water block, their engineering design or even process of factoring was on point, to be honest. They had everything in place except that first one that wasn't the manufacturer's fault, it was actually the seller's fault, sending us the wrong one. And I'm actually very impressed with the performance that we're seeing right now, which is just less than 50 degrees Celsius, and we were able to overclock this GPU up to 2.1 gigahertz, which is a performance that you wouldn't get on a air cooling system at a fixed frequency without any throttle whatsoever. So, is this water block is worth it? Hell yeah! Should you get it? Why not? You know, for the most out of your hardware. Well, I do actually recommend this water block for any of you that is interested in doing water cooling, especially for your Gigabyte Xtreme edition. And yeah, I hope you guys like this kind of content. If you do, click that like button down below and forget to subscribe for more. I will see you in the next DankCool video. Peace.